So as usual, we are gathering here at this time to practice meditation. So making sure that you are sitting comfortable and bringing your mind and heart to the moment here and now. Leaving all your responsibilities aside and just to be here and now, stopping in this present moment. So sitting upright, gently close your eyes, and if your mind is restless, not composed, then spend some time observing the body. So in this case, you can imagine that you are sitting in front of the mirror and looking at your sitting body. So adjusting yourself in a comfortable way when you are looking at your sitting body. And spend some time with the breath.ต่อแต่นี้ไปเป็นเวลาของการเจริญสมาธิขอให้นั่งกายตรงดำรงสติให้มั่นน้อมจิตมาอยู่กับกายรู้ตัวทั่วพร้อมถ้าหากจิตยังวุ่นวายอยู่โวกไปโวกมาก็ให้นึกว่าตัวเองกำลังนั่งตรงข้ามกับกระจกและมองดูร่างกายแล้วก็ให้ดูความเคลื่อนไหวความรู้สึกทางกายและรู้ตัวทั่วพร้อม And as you are observing the entire body along with the breath, see that where your mind normally goes and establishes within this body, and due to the breath coming in and going out. And you may notice that as you observe the incoming breath and outgoing breath, your mind automatically settles, relaxes, and aware of incoming breath and outgoing breath naturally.เมื่อน้อมจิตมาดูกายที่กำลังนั่งและรู้ตัวทั่วพร้อมจะสังเกตเห็นว่าลมหายใจเข้าออกจะทำให้มีการเคลื่อนไหวในกายเวลานั้นก็ให้กำหนดรู้การเคลื่อนไหวเมื่อเรากำหนดรู้เราก็จะสังเกตเห็นว่าใจเราสงบใจเรานิ่งใจเราสบาย So you do not have to make yourself in a conceptual world by fixing one place or another, your concentration. All what you need is aware of incoming breath and outgoing breath, and as it makes changes in your body, and aware of that moment. And most obviously we can observe that a rising falling of abdomen that takes place along with the incoming breath and outgoing breath. And some people again feel comfortable with the breath incoming and outgoing at the nose, then that's also fine. Anything that is related to the incoming breath and outgoing breath, we can use it as a primary object of concentration. A place that we work, deliberately keeping our mind on it. Although we deliberately keep our attention to that particular place that you have chosen, we have no intention to interfere with that process of incoming and outgoing, arising and falling. We're simply sitting at the bank of the river and watching the river flow. We are just sitting comfortably and watching any movements that are taking place along with the incoming breath and outgoing breath. And it is always good to go back to the basics like this again and again. Never think of previous experiences that you want to be in that state, or you want to achieve that state again. But being in the present moment, having a present moment awareness of what's going on as it is, as they're taking place. All you are doing at the moment is basically settling down, grounding yourself by observing the object that you have chosen to pay attention to. And one thing I again and again remind you that once you have chosen an object to work with, one object, make sure that you are working with that. Do not change one to another. And make sure that as you are paying attention to that object, all the muscles of your whole body are relaxed, particularly your shoulders and your eyebrows and tensions in your brain too. Make sure that they are relaxed. And any form of effort that you think that applied intensely to pay attention to that, then just take away that effort and just observe objectively as they occur, as they are. So rising, falling along with the incoming breath and outgoing breath, or simply noticing incoming breath and outgoing breath. Further, a few things that you need to be mindful of, that when you are practicing and during this time, try to remain stationed, not move if possible. Do not move your hands or legs, but again, if it's necessary, then you can, but with a mindfulness and minimal movements. And another thing is being a trustworthy of our own self, and having this motivation to continue practicing, dedicating completely for this time of a practice, at least of a half an hour. Physical exercise is good for the physical health, and that affects to the mind as well in a certain extent. And similarly, a practice of a meditation makes our mind healthy. It changes the way we look at things, it changes our attitude to things, our behaviors, our living, and that affects not only the well-being of the mind but also the physical beings as well. All what need is, in order to get the physical changes, you do the regular exercise. Similarly, in order to get the benefit in the practice of a meditation, we do have to do regularly as well. So whenever we have an opportunity, we spend time to pay attention to and be mindful, and always take it as a process of development of our concentration and mindfulness. So this opportunity that we have around this about another 15 minutes, so continue practicing diligently, persistently, and with your motivation not to give up until the end of the meditation. Do not let the sensual pleasure or any other things to distract you away from this practice. Doesn't matter what happens, what's going on, simply recognizing them as they are and just continue until the end of the practice. So I will stop speaking now on to keep you practice until you hear the gong. So continue diligently, persistently practicing an awareness of the breath or awareness of the abdomen rising, falling. Always coming back. If the distraction comes, recognize, let go, and come back again and again. So continue practicing until you hear the gong. Relax yourself and let's practice the loving kindness meditation. So bring your attention to the body and awareness of sensations. Whatever sensations are there in your body, be mindful of them. And bring that attention to your hands, aware of all the sensations that is in your hand, and to your heart. And as you feel the beating heart generating loving kindness and compassion to yourself, I am well, I am happy, I am at peace. Similarly, sharing loving kindness and compassion to all other sentient beings far and wide. Whatever beings there are, visible and invisible beings, beings nearer to us and far and wide, beyond the boundaries. Whatever beings there are, visible and invisible, may they be happy, may they be at peace, may they be free from sufferings, may they be liberated. Now bring your attention to your hands again, awareness of your hands, any sensations, and to your body, awareness of any sensations in your body. And to your eyes, as you hear the gong slowly coming out from meditation, and reflect for a few moments. Let's pay respect to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha.